Hey everybody, it's Romania Black. We are on episode 3 of Attack on Titan Junior High. And this show is so precious. It's so precious and it is so needed after the season 4 of Dread. I need some happiness with my Attack on Titan. And this is delivering. So I'm really excited to see what all is going to happen in this so far. We've introduced the Survey Corps into this, the wall washing crew, and we've got Levi in this. We've got Mike and Hanji. It has been noted that several of you noted that this actually takes place before season 2 came out. So several people were noting that this technically aired before season 2 premiered. And so there were lots of little Easter eggs to hint, as we saw with Mike sniffing Bertolt in last episode and being like all sad about it. There's like little Easter eggs and hints that the Bertolt is a Titan, and there's like little things that are going to tie into season 2, and I'm like, that's really cool. I like that. But already seeing things like tying in to seasons beyond that, and I don't even think the show creators even realized that, and just little fun things that you're like, man, in hindsight, that's all real fun. So I have no clue what to expect out of this third episode, but the last two have been really cute, really adorable, and just really funny. And seeing Attack on Titan be funny is, several people in the Discord were like, there's like an air of sadness to it. It's like, yeah, there is. But I think that's us as the audience kind of projecting that onto it, because we know, we've seen the basement. We know what's to come. And these blessed souls, these innocent beings, they know not what is ahead of them. So... But yeah, I'm pretty excited, y'all, to dive into this and see what all is going on and going to happen. I really have been looking forward today to watching this. So let's dive in, shall we? We're not going to waste any more time. We're going to jump into Attack on Titan Junior High here in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. What was this episode? I forgot all about the Annie and the Eren. I shipped Annie and Eren for a long time. And then Bertolt revealed that he liked Annie in season 2. And I was kind of like, oh, okay, but Bertolt and Annie was kind of like an unrequited, one-sided love. It's weird because I kind of ship Annie with Armin now that we've had 4 seasons. I kind of ship Annie and Armin, but that's kind of funny in itself because Eren, there's a lot of people that ship Eren with Armin, and then there's some people that ship Eren and Annie, and some people that ship Annie and Armin, and all 3 of them kind of go together. And then you add Mika sitting in the mix, and it's like, God, this episode was great. There were so many little moments I was like, aha! So many Easter eggs, and now that we know that this is based off of before season 2. Like, there's so many little Easter eggs that I'm like, did the show know going into this that was the thing? Did they know, or is it just happy coincidence? Because there's some things in here I'm like, man, that is a happy coincidence that we are talking about here. But establishing that Annie and Eren have similarities. They both like the Chee-burg. I guess, is that a Japanese custom that cheeseburger steak is like supposed to be something kids eat? I would eat it now, honestly. More than the mokoku. But man, I like that Hannah and Franz, they literally just are all over each other and just doing PDA throughout this entire series, because it's really their only character traits in the show. They die before we get anything else on their characters, so that's all we know them for, so that's all we get out of them, which is kind of funny. But yeah, so we have Marco talking with Jean and Connie. You have Mina reading the book by herself. Of course, Historia and Ymir are talking, and then you have Melius with Bertolt and Reiner, and then Annie's by herself, and then you have Thomas and Knack, which is very cute, but she has the Chee-burg. So cute. And then she hides it when they ask, what do you like to eat for lunch? I like how Ymir is so freaking tall. And then Annie gets embarrassed because they're talking about Eren and making fun of him for liking the cheeseburger, or the Chee-burg steak, and so she gets embarrassed, and so she lies. Who's still hooked on hamburger steak. Oh. And so she says her answer, and of course they're all around her, and I'm like, well, would Reiner and Bertolt know what she likes? Maybe not. And then Thomas and them join in. And so of course Annie's pressured, and so she's like, oh, I like, what did she say? Mozuku seaweed. And they're like, oh, really? And they're like, you're so mature. That's such a Such an adult taste. And so then Eren comes in with a dodgeball about the tournament. And I love that Armin has the futon and Mikasa's there and Eren's all excited. I love this shot of her just being like, I love Annie's silhouette with the cardigan vest and the skirt. It's very cute. And she's like, this dodgeball tournament, I'm going to crush you with every ounce of strength I have. I love that Eren is like, wait, what? I want to take a picture of that. The way they draw Eren in this show is absolutely hilarious. Where he's just like, wait, excuse me? What? What's going on? Oh my God. So yeah, so the episode on Dodgeball. And of course, Jean is the team leader. Of course, Jean would be the team leader to round up them all. And he's only doing it to become popular with the ladies, right? A ball game tournament is an important event. Yeah. So we from team year 1, class 4. So yeah, so their team is Franz and Hana. And then there's Mikasa and Sasha, basically the 104th cadets. Mm-hmm. But he thinks he's going to be popular amongst all of them. Oh my God, Jean. It's too good. Even Hannah. Mm-hmm. I love they tied the ribbon around the futon. I love that Sasha doesn't even have a ribbon. She's got like a whole damn belt around her head as she's eating the yam, the sweet potato. And then you have Marco and Samuel. And Samuel's here. I don't think Dawes was on the other team, which is interesting. But they got Samuel. And then Eren overslept. He's stuck in the paths, y'all. Eren overslept. He's stuck in the paths. He couldn't make it here on time. Oh my God. But, it's great. And I just love Keith showing up to cover up the fact that Eren isn't here. And I love Keith just sliding in, being like, what's all the racket about? Like, I love it. Being like, you guys are going to be tight in food if Eren doesn't show up. Oh my God. And just like in season 1, Mikasa blames it on Sasha farting. She's like, Sasha farted and that's why. And Sasha's like, what? And he's like, oh, it's you again. She's like, what? I just love, and she's just shaking Mikasa. It's so good. And then she gives her the bread and calms her down. Yeah. Anybody slacking off is going to be tight in food. So I love that Keith's in charge of this group and you have Hannes as the referee during the dodgeball game. Oh my God. It's so good. I love it. But okay. So getting to Hannes and all them, the dodgeball tournament. And then we have the other group. I don't think there's anybody that we know in this group. And then Franz and Hana are there. And of course, Connie. I love that he's like, Connie is dumb, but he's good at sports. Which again, plays the whole thing of Connie being a simple person. We tie that back in season 4, that Connie's like, I know I'm a simple person. And they really play it up here, being like, he doesn't even know the rules of dodgeball. And I love that Marco takes him aside. Marco's like, I'll explain the rules of dodgeball. Like in the dirt, he's like, here's all the rules, I'll tell you. Because he's our saint. Marco is our precious cinnamon roll. Oh my God. It's so good. And Jean's like, really? We're doing this now? I never thought Connie could be even more stupid than I imagined. Oh my God. And then Armin's like, oh my gosh, no. And then Sasha is eating the ramen during the whole thing. It's just chaos. Sasha's eating ramen. Mikasa, Eren is not there, so Mikasa has powered down. Oh my God, like what foreshadowing. I was like that Jean has like hairy legs. Like we established that Jean has like the hairy poked legs. It's great. I love that. And then they're like, oh, Mikasa will be fine, but no. I love she has the spider webs and everything emanating off her. And she just collapses instantly. It's so good. Why is she so weak? And Armin says the thing is, if Mikasa is separated from Eren for too long on any given day, then her stats decrease to 30% of her full capacity. She's only a third of herself without Eren. Oh my God, are you kidding me? He's like, why? And I love, she's like, this world is cruel. It's been a good life. It's like, she's just gray and emanating all these waves. Oh my God, what the hell is with this team? I like that Jean questions that, and then Ymir questions it later. It's just, it's been a nice life, emitting this negative aura. And poor Jean, he just has to deal with it all. So then we cut back to the other team and how they're doing, as they have to watch everything. And it's just utter chaos. But Marco's sitting next to Jean. Adorable. I love it. And then Armin. I love that Armin has the thing wrapped around his head. It's the jacket because Mikasa's taken his futon. Oh my God. this is just absolute chaos and madness, and I'm here for it. Yeah, she's gotten worse. I don't know what to do anymore. Oh, Mikasa, honey. I love it. And then we see Ymir with Historia. We see Melius. We see Reiner. We see Annie. I love that Annie has the hair thing like a Sailor Moon bow. And I love that freaking Ymir has it like a tie, like a bow tie. God, I love it. And of course, Reiner gets no breaks. No! Reiner's like Krista because it's season 1. And he goes to save her because that's in line with his soldier persona. But Ymir trips him and is like, nope. And Reiner catches no breaks. Even in a chibi series, he gets no breaks. Reiner gets no hugs, no chance to anything. Ymir's like, sorry. Thank you, Ymir. And Ymir's like, marry me when this match is over. How dare you, show? How dare you? How dare you? We don't even get the whole marriage thing until season 3. How dare you, show? The audacity. The audacity. And Reiner's just like, And I love this shot of Annie looking over while Ymir is sticking her tongue out at Reiner is the most precious thing. It's so freaking good. But Annie's like, I need to face Eren. And of course, Annie's like, and Bertolt saves Annie. Annie's about to get hit with the dodgeball, and Bertolt jumps in front of her because Bertolt likes Annie. Oh my God. It's so unrequited, right? Because Annie doesn't even notice that Bertolt saves her. The unrequited love, right? But Annie is so strong. And I like that Armin's like, oh no, Annie! And she just annihilates him. Like, takes the ball, does the air flip, like, gets everybody out at once. And then Thomas goes in, hands the ball to Reiner, and he finishes him off. Oh my God. It's so good. They're like, we gotta face that next, right? Oh my God. And I love that Jean is like, Armin's like, there's no way we could defeat them. And Marco's like, this is what you call team play. And Sean being like, that's right, this is dodgeball. People will eat ramen in the middle of a match. Oh my God. And then Annie's like, if that Chee-burg bastard doesn't show up, I'll tell Keith. When they cut back to Eren with his bed head, I wanted to know what was in his bedroom. I wanted to see that, but Sean being like, we're all going to become Titan food. Meanwhile, Eren's like, Eren, you idiot, hurry up. Show up already. And then I love that we have Eren looking at the clock and it says it's almost noon. Oh my God. And he's just sitting there with this bed head. Okay, so on his windowsill are cars and planes. There's a robot, a taxi, and a race car. And he's got like all the bed head. The look that he gives the camera, he's like that look that Eren makes is kind of disturbing a little bit. He's like, oh shit, I'm late. Oh my God. But yeah, there's the Titan, the Colossal Titan pointing ahead. Amazing. So I guess they're eating lunch before they have this battle. So yeah, Historia, I like the callback here with Historia asking Annie if she really likes Mozoku. And Annie being like, does she know that Chee-burg is my favorite? And there's this tie that I guess, it's funny that it's Historia asking Annie because Historia's whole thing is about being true to herself and being honest with herself. And she's the one that asks Annie about it. But that part is really cool. And so then, of course, as soon as Annie says, oh yeah, sure, I like Mozoku, then everybody wants to give her seaweed. And she's like, no, I don't want to eat your stuff. It's great. And she's like, just, if you guys, it's good for you, so eat it. Oh my God. And then Armin, though, Jean's like, I don't know what we're going to do. And Armin's like, I've got a plan. Because he's the one with the plan, right? And the plan is to put the wig on Jean and make him the double. All the callbacks. I love it. They're like, you look just like Eren. He's like, there's no way I do. And they're like, well, you have similar physiques. And when Armin says you have similar physiques and a typical villain's face with evil eyes, what is this show? What are we even doing? What is this? He's like, what did you say? And she's like, since you really look like Eren, Mikasa might think you're him and liven up. But no, she didn't feel Eren's spirit. Oh my God. It's so, so good. But yeah. And then of course Annie's like, I don't believe you. I don't believe that you're really him. But then of course he shows up. She's like, what's your favorite food for lunch? He's like, om. And they're like, no, Jean. He's like, oh. And then it'd be Chee-burg. And Mikasa's like, I see him. Oh my god. And of course, Eren's like, I was late. I overslept. And John's like, and then I love John's like, you son of a bitch. And Mika's like, Eren! Like shoves John out of the way. Oh my god. That is so damn good. And then Armin runs to get the wig. Great. And then, oh my god. So this would be sweet where Eren's like, Mika said, now that I'm here, everything will be fine. And she grabs his face. And she's like, tardiness isn't good. She gives him the look that she gives Bertolt from season 2 in Charge. Oh my god. He's like, yes, ma'am. And so then, yeah, Annie's determined to crush him. And Eren's like, I don't understand why. Why? He's like, bring it on, we'll win. As his cheeks are all stretched out. Eren gets the snot beat out of him in this episode. If you don't like Eren's character, then you'll probably be fine with this episode because he gets the tar beat out of him. To me, it's just sad, right? But Hana, it's a championship match. And it's Bertolt and Marco jumping for it. I love it. I freaking love it. Of course Bertolt's going to get it. He's the Colossal Titan. He's the taller one. And then Annie's like, not Annie! Reiner doesn't even get the ball! Annie steals it from Reiner. It's just Reiner gets the shaft. Reiner and Eren, they are the same. They both get the shaft this entire episode. What can we do? But yeah. And I like that Eren is not good at dodgeball. Eren gets beat the snot out. He's not good at dodgeball, but Mika says the one to come in and save him. Yeah. She changed this much just because Eren's here. Yeah. And the sad thing is Eren just getting the snot beat out of him and Mikasa being like, I'll never let you die. Show. I don't care who it is. I won't let anyone kill Eren. So, I mean, we'll talk about this in the recap, but it's like, okay, then is Mikasa going to be the one that has to fight Eren in the end because she's the Ackerman? I talked about it in episode 28. I was like, okay, is it going to be Levi versus Zeke? And Mikasa versus Eren? It's going to be the Jaegers versus the Ackermans. Is that what we're building up to? But just, and maybe not, but just like the coincidence of her saying, I won't let anyone kill Eren, and it's going to be Mikasa that has to face him. No, I don't know. I don't want to be spoiled, obviously. But, oh my god. But I love that considering episode 28, we have Mikasa and Annie kind of coming together in all of this. And here, it's tying back to season 1 where they were fighting each other, right? God, it's good. And I love the panel where it shows them all facing each other and it shows Ymir like holding Historia in her arms as Reiner's like freaked out. It's so good, right? And everybody's out except for Eren and them. And then she uses the move. He's like, I'll end this match with this one throw. And she's like, bring it on. And that's when he like goes to throw the ball. And she kicks it back at him. Yeah, oh my god. But Mikasa saves him. Yep. And she's like, hey, Annie, teach me that move. I love it. I love it. And so then we go back to things where Annie and Mikasa have this like standoff and like this technique is for humans, not monsters. And then Sasha's like, what a dream match. And Jean's like, I'll bet all my croquettes on Mikasa. I love it. And then I'll bet strawberries. I wonder why Historia says strawberries. Interesting. And then Ymir says, I'll bet a herring. I hate herring. Oh my god. Like tying to season 2 with the red herring in the can. But they had the bag with herring. Oh, but she had the school bag at the beginning of episode 1 and it had the can of herring in it. So it's like a lie. Oh, I love it. I love it. And then he says, I'll bet meatballs. And Bertolt, we don't get to hear what he's going to bet. Oh, interesting. Okay. Just like, come at me anytime. But again, meatballs are made out of like ground up hamburger too. So kind of like Eren. Just all of it, y'all. All of it together. And then Eren gets in the middle of Annie and Mikasa. He gets right in the middle and gets hit by both of them. This is how Eren is defeated. every episode of Attack on Titan or Junior High is going to be an episode where I debate on how Eren is going to get defeated. In this episode, in chapters 131 through 139, Eren gets double teamed by Annie and Mikasa. And Annie kicks him and Mikasa throws a dodgeball at him. And that's how they defeat Eren. Obviously not. It's just funny. He's like, Annie, tell me, why do you hate me so much? And then she admits it's because he likes the same thing that she does. Oh, I love it. And everybody's like, wait, what? And then, God, Eren offers his hand up to her. Eren offers her his hand and says, in any case, I'm sorry about that. We both like Chee-burg. Let's get along. Offering his hand up to her, like offering the hand down to Reiner in Declaration of War. Are you joking, show? And she takes it. And then, of course, Connie hits her with the ball. Oh, my God. But then they go back to him, to Eren with the cheeseburger. And, of course, he drops the Chee-burg on the ground, which holding a piece of cheeseburger with chopsticks would be incredibly difficult. So I don't blame him for dropping it. That would be really, really hard. Oh, my God. But he, like, goes for it. And I love Mikasa says, I forbid you to use the 3-second rule. Mikasa's like, don't you dare pick that off the ground to eat it. And he's like, but then Annie joins. And I love just this little image of Armin being like, But Annie joins Mikasa and Eren and Armin. And he's like, that was what I was looking forward to the most today. And she gives him part of hers. I'm also wondering if that woman statue there holding the cup, if that's supposed to be Ymir. Interesting. And he's like, are you sure? And then I just love hearing Yuki Kaji being Eren and being so happy. Like, what? We never get to hear Eren be happy. So that's just, God, it's so sweet. And it's really good. Oh, and he thanks Annie, and she's like, oh, no problem. But in return, will you forget what I've done? And then, of course, Mikasa's like, no, eat the fish. Like, Mikasa being jealous. I love it. And he's like, I'm not your little brother or kid. And she's like, you have to eat. I won't let you starve to death. And then she's like, would you want another one? He's like, yes. And then Mikasa tries to dissuade him, and Armin's just sitting there like, these three might end up in a love triangle. If the events of season 3 and 4 hadn't happened, I would probably agree with you, Armin. I do love that, though. I forget how much Annie and Eren have in common, personality-wise. And what I wanted to tie back in the moment was that Annie, at the end, it's such a weird contrast, because at the end of season 4, Annie establishes that she doesn't want to kill Eren. She doesn't want to kill anybody, right? She's just done. She's done fighting. She doesn't want to do it anymore. And it's such a weird thing, because then you have Eren, who's doing the rumbling, who is trying to kill everyone, even if he doesn't want to. He may be thinking the same thing that Annie does. He doesn't want to do this, but he doesn't feel like he has a choice. And so, God, it's just so fascinating, and I can't wait to talk about it in the recap. But we're not there yet. But this episode was so cute. I loved this episode. The whole thing with Dodgeball, all the tie-ins. Some of this is just like funny coincidence, but then some of it I'm like, did they know? It's just, I think most of it's just coincidence. It's just so funny how it works out, right? But, oh my gosh, just adorable. So yeah, that was really cute. I'm very curious to know what you all thought down below. This was a really, really adorable episode. I loved it, but it was great to see Annie and Eren, seeing Eren happy, seeing Annie and Eren getting along. Like, why can't we have nice things? So I'm curious to know your thoughts down below. But yeah, in the meantime, I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, take care, and yeah, I'll be back next week with episode 4. We're already a third of the way through Attack on Titan Junior High.